His Excellency the President has indicated, and I hope honorable members will take this positively, that cabinet secretaries, including the Attorney General, will now get an opportunity to appear before the floor of the House to explain some of these functions where there is need and whenever Parliament desires to get that kind of information. And I myself, as you know, I have been the greatest proponent of that process where, government functions and policies should be explained to the people's representatives on the plenary of the House, because that way you end up creating greater awareness than you could possibly even do through television appearances. So, Honorable Chairman, in response to the Honorable Gikaria's question, that's what I would say. Again, more and more robust engagement with the public. Finally, Honorable Chairman, the issue raised by the Honorable Mishimboko is a very serious one, because I know for the last almost 8 years, this is a matter that has, exercised the minds of, the legislature particularly, and various committees of the House. But I think if we implemented an integrated management system, legal management system of the magnitude of IFMIS, it means that anything happening in the smallest unit of government will have a way of getting to the Attorney General up in issue before action is taken, to avoid, and if indeed Parliament were to help the Attorney General's office to achieve this, it will be an extremely important achievement, because one, we will be in a way able to tame some of those underhand dealings that happen in ministries, and only later to end up in the courts, government being sued, and institutions like the one the Honorable Mishi raised, threats being made by outside bodies. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Owen Bayer. I can see some soliciting through facials. Rahab Mukami. I'll give Naisula and Dawood. Wait for the next round. If you can also be as precise and concise as the last batch of 4, we'll make very good progress. Owen.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My question to the Speaker Emeritus, who is the nominee for the Attorney General Office, is that during your tenure as Speaker, we lost several laws at the judiciary. When they were taken to court, we lost them. Seemingly, these laws passed through the Attorney General's office from the Ministerial Cabinet and the journey into Parliament. Under your stewardship, we lost several of those cases, and they were termed unconstitutional. But we also used to call you in Parliament as the working dictionary of the Constitution, because you have every, but we lost several of them on the aspect of constitutionalism. How will this be cured so that Parliament is not embarrassed again in court? Secondly, if the chairman would allow me, there has always been this battle of which is the upper house, and your several pronouncements in Parliament indicated that the National Assembly is the upper house. Now that you are going to be vetted and become Attorney General, how will you cure the supremacy battles between the two chambers of the House? I thank you.
So what's the next?
Congratulations, our former Speaker. What I want to ask you, what strategies will you put in place to promote administration of justice, bearing in mind that majority of Kenyans cannot afford legal fees in the court?
Thank you. Next, Naisula.
Thank you, Chairman. To the nominee, former Chief Justice David Maraga